Don't forget Heartland Medical Supply 3 times.
3 times. 1, 2, 4.
One, B, D.
I count good. I don't see the pyrotechnics. At least not out on the field.
That was good. That was good.
On the south side of Cedar Rapids, the final seconds ticking off in the warm-ups. The captains meeting at the middle of the field. Cedar Rapids Prairie has chosen to receive the football. They will defend the north goal. Move from left to right on your radio dial. So we will start with the offensive starters for the Prairie Hawks. Up front, number 79, Brian Ilg, 6'5", 267, and a senior at left tackle. Left guard, Brad Melodic, 6 foot, 252, and a senior, number 67. Number 53, Jacob Hamilton at the center, 6'1", 246, and a senior. Matt Trosky, number 73, 6 foot, 255, and a junior at the right guard. Number 64, Casey Muller, 6'2", 235, and a senior at right tackle. Jake Stratton, the 6'5", 222-pound senior tight end. The quarterback, as we mentioned, the junior, 5 foot 11 inch, 185-pound Josh Sherrard. The fullback is number 40, Ben Reitzel, 6 foot, 175, and a junior. The tailback, Adam Reitzel, 5'10", 175, and a senior. The wide receivers, number 6, Spencer Stump, 6'1", 175, and a senior. And number 3, Glenn Fox, 6'3", 180, and a senior. Those two receivers, Stump and Glenn Fox, are back deep to receive the kick of Andrew Shutt. We will get you the defensive starters for the Little Hawks after the kickoff. Shutt actually teeing the ball up at the 39-yard line as opposed to the 40. Crowds on both sides starting to fill in on a soggy night. The rain is let up as there's a short kick that is bouncing around and fielded there finally by number 21, and he slips down. That's Jamie Cliff. He fielded that ball at about the 15, tried to make a move at the 23, and that's where he slipped down. And Cedar Rapids Prairie will take over, 1st down and 10.
We've already seen the effects of the wet field already on the kickoff there, as the returner there just couldn't get his footing there at all, and that allowed City High to come down with the coverage on the kick.
4-4 defense for the Little Hawks. Up front, number 67, Eric Hovenkamp, 6 foot, 192, and a junior. Alex Berg, 6'2", 238, and a senior at a tackle. Nico Batembe, 6'2", 219, and a senior at the other tackle. And number 66, Josh Keppel, 6'1", 227, and a junior playing the defensive end, as it looks like the Little Hawks coming out in a 3-4 here. And there's twins to the far side and some timing off. And, Mark, you talk about a new quarterback in there. The player's not necessarily used to the cadence. And the right tackle took off. The quarterback started to back out, but everybody else sat still.
Yeah, it looks like Casey Miller just got a little bit of head start, and that could be, like you said there, Stephen, not just used to the timing and the count of their new junior quarterback. So a big break there for City High as they've got Prairie going backwards on the first play of the ballgame.
The linebackers for the Little Hawks, number 11, Ryan Alberhaski, 5'8", 145, and a junior. Sean Hosini, the tonight's player profile, which we will bring that interview for you at halftime because of some technical difficulties. Number 32, Dorian Davis, and number 45, Ian Shutt. The Prairie Hawks come out with twins to the near side with Stumpf and Glenn Fox. And again, a bit of a delayed snap there as Reitzel comes into the line of scrimmage. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like Ryan Alberhaski, along with Dorian Davis, called a gain of 1, 2nd down and 14.
Nice job there by Ryan Alberhaski, just coming off of his defensive line position there, coming in there and made a nice play there. He was in the backfield there. Interesting for that play for Cedar Rapids Prairie. They actually came out with twin receivers to the right side and a single receiver to the left, so a little bit more spread formation than what we're used to seeing out of Prairie.
Same formation again with Stumpf and Fox to the near side. Josh Sherrard, the quarterback. Colin Dietrich, number 80, splitting out wide to the far side. Out of the I form, and again, there it looks like a play-action pass. Sherrard going to throw for the first time, lofts it up there, and he overthrows his receiver there, number 3, Glenn Fox, about a good 10 or 15 yards downfield. Looks like he just let loose on that one, a little over-anxious there.
Yeah, he just way overthrew his intended receiver there. looking at City High on defense, when they came out, you mentioned they were in a 3-4. The last play, they went to their 4-4. Now this play looks like they went back to a 3-4. So they're changing that that front of their defensive line against the Prairie offense right now.
Secondary for the Little Hawks, Alex Smith at a corner, number 83, 6 foot, 178, and a senior. Phil Kinney, 5'11", 178, and a senior. And Brent Ginn, number 14, 6'3", 171, and a senior, back playing the free safety. Twins to the far side with a tight end to the near side out of the eye for the Prairie Hawks. And Sherrard turns, hands it off to Adam Reitzel. He's threw a big hole up the middle across the 25 to the 30. Finally brought down at the 40-yard line. Good, tough running. Pickup of 21 on the play. And that'll be enough for a first down. Mark, nothing fancy there, just straight ahead blocking. Big hole there, and he just lowered the head and got 21.
We talked about it in the pregame there, the vanilla offense. But we talked about Reitzel just being a very tough kid when he runs, not very big, but he just runs straight forward. The offensive line has a definite size advantage over City High, and they just created a big hole for him to run right through.
Double tight formation this time for the Prairie Hawks with the eye behind Sherrard. Stump split out wide to the far side, and there's the handoff to Reitzel off left tackle. He squirts through a hole, brought down by Phil Kinney, though, at the 41-yard line. Good defense by Kinney to keep him there for a gain of only about a yard.
Good job by Kinney, because if Kinney doesn't make that tackle there going out to the left side, there's nobody back there in the secondary that's going to do much help there, because the angles I don't think were that great. And if Reitzel gets that corner, he's got good speed. So that was a big gain saved there by Phil Kinney.
Actually going to spot him ahead for a gain of 2 on that play. So it'll bring up second down and 8. Just underway here, no score. The first drive of the game as we're inside of the 10-minute mark. Spencer Stump splitting out to the near side. Double tight formation again. So it looks like the Little Hawks sticking in that 3-man front. And there is the handoff. And number 31 there in on the tackle.
John McCracken.
John McCracken for the Little Hawks. Reitzel just into the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets about a half a yard. Call it a full yard. Brings up third down, though.
I'm not sure if McCracken was coming in on a blitz that time from his defensive back position there, but he got up there to the line of scrimmage in a hurry and creates a big situation here for Prairie as it's 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. As we mentioned in the pregame, the wind actually blowing straight at us out of the east. So it's not really going to affect the kicking game a whole lot in terms of distance. Twins to the near side for the Prairie Hawks with Stump going in motion to the far side. There's the quick step-back pass and the ball thrown. Great catch there by Fox at the 50. He's inside the 45 to the 40. Finally brought down at the 35-yard line. Just a quick one-step drop for a gain of 22 yards. The quick slant. And that'll get your confidence built if you're a quarterback coming into the game.
And that was just a very well-executed timing pattern there by Cedar Rapids Prairie. Just a one-step back by Sherrod. And the receiver there just caught it right in front of the defensive back there, and he couldn't hold on and bring him down with the jerseys being wet and things like that, and that allowed for the receiver to get up there for a big gain and the second first down of the drive for Prairie.
First down and 10 now. The ball sitting at the 35-yard line. Stump going in motion. And there is the turn and the handoff to Reitzel. He's across right tackle, down inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line before being brought down by Phil Kinney. Call that a gain of 6.
So Prairie showing us a little different looks than what we're used to seeing in the last game. You know, normally it was just 95% run. This time they're mixing up the pass and the run and doing it very well.
Call it a gain of 6, second down and 4 as Sherrard comes in with the play from the sideline. City High defense looking to tighten up a little bit here and get a big stop as Fox and Stump split out. Twins to the far side. Stratton, the tight end, to the near side as Stump comes in motion. And there's the turn. The handoff off tackle left side. Good defense again by John McCracken, number 31. Able to just get in there and wrap up at the legs and bring Reitzel down for a gain of 1.
That's a good job there by the defense. It looks like they were bringing Dorian Davis, I should say, on a blitz there, and he helped clogged up some of that middle as well. And again, it brings up the third down situation of this drive here for Prairie.
3rd down and 3. The ball at the 28-yard line. I think a little bit outside of Adam Reitzel's field goal range, though he does have, I believe, about a 35-yarder this season. Double tight eye formation with Stump split out wide to the far side, and there's the handoff to Adam Reitzel. He's in the line of scrimmage, and he's going to get brought down there. Phil Kinney coming up from a linebacker position, it looks like. He's going to get a gain of 1, but it'll bring up 4th down and about 2.
Nice job filling up the hole there by Phil Kenny coming up there and stopping him. And you're definitely in 4-down territory, like you mentioned, just a little bit too far for Reitzel to go for a field goal, especially with a wet night, a wet ball, things like that. So this is going to be a very big play for the City High defense here.
Prairie faithful getting to their feet, and City High not sure what they want to do, and Coach Saber's going to ask for a timeout. Big play of the game, 4th down and 2 for the Prairie Hawks. 6:37 to go, opening drive, no score.
Quick snap.
Nope. Back at Cedar Rapids Prairie High School, 4th down and 2. The handoff goes to Adam Reitzel across right tackle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, able to keep his legs, though, falls across the 25 and gets just enough for the first down. Call it a pickup of 2 on the play.
He got just the amount of yards that he needed there, and again, nothing fancy from the Cedar Rapids Prairie offense, just straight smash mouth football right off the right side there, and got about a half a foot more than they needed, but moves the chains for the 3rd first down of the drive.
If you're Coach Craig Jelnick, this is exactly what you want. You've taken half of this first quarter off of the clock already, kept this powerful City High offense off of the field. City High with some confusion as the unbalanced line to the left side, and there's Reitzel off tackle. He squirts through a hole. He's got some running room, lowers the shoulder into Brent Jennings. He's down inside the 20 to the 15, maybe the 14-yard line. Looks like he will have enough for the first down, a pickup of 11. Looked like City High's defenders were a little confused. Yep. Looked like they had 2 tackles and a tight end on the far side for Prairie.
It was unbalanced on that side there, and it was in the process of City High defenders, a down lineman, trying to shift down on the line that the ball was snapped, and they caught him in the middle of the shift and caught him off guard.
Looks like the same formation again. Unbalanced to the left side. High backfield behind Sherrard. As he turns and hands it off to Reitzel on the right side. And he's grabbed from behind there by Dorian Davis and drugged down. Still able to get ahead for a gain of 3.
It's amazing that small package in Reitzel that, he just doesn't look that big, but when he comes at you, he really delivers a blow there.
Unofficially, Mark, on this opening drive, 10 carries for 49 yards for Adam Reitzel.
Wow. And this drive started, actually, when you take the penalty back into place, it started inside the 20.
Started back at the 18-yard line. The 1 pass completion for 22 yards. As unbalanced to the left again for the Prairie Hawks. And there's this blitz up the middle. There's a handoff to Ben Reitzel, the fullback. He's grabbed there. Phil Kinney just grabs a hold of the ankle and hangs on. Call it a pickup of 4 on the play.
So if it's not one Reitzel, it's the other. They're both coming at you there. And City High, you mentioned coming in on the blitz that time. They're not going to be able to play a base defense against this big line of Cedar Rapids Prairie. So they're going to have to be doing some stunning and things like that, and took their chances that time by bringing Davis in there.
Called a pickup of 3, actually. They spot the ball at the 8-yard line. 3rd down and 4. The unbalance coming to the near side of the field now. Sherrard up under center. Turns and has some problems with the football. He's looking for something. Ball almost knocked out. Sherrard able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like. Maybe even picks up a yard. He had some problems there. It looked like he was trying to hand it off and lost the handle on it and then just tried to make something out of nothing. Gets a gain of 1. Brings up 4th down, and it looks like Adam Reitzel is going to attempt a field goal.
Almost a chance for a loss there for City High as Alberhaski came in there and had him up by the shoulder pads, got blocked off of him a little bit there, couldn't complete the tackle there, and that allowed Sherrard to go up and get back to that original line of scrimmage.
Ball on the near hash as Reitzel puts a foot into it. And from 25 yards out, he gets it right through the uprights. So at 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in this first quarter, Cedar Rapids Prairie takes the opening kick, drives down. The drive falters, but they do get 3 points on the board. We're going to take another 30-second timeout, a 30-second break, and be back right after this. The ball teed up at the 40-yard line. And there's his approach. A high end-over-end kick that Phil Kinney fields at the 5-yard line on the near side. Runs back up towards the middle looking for some running room, and he's hit there. Looks like number 41, Robbie Kramer with the tackle as Kinney gets across the 20 to about the 22.
Kramer came out of nowhere there, it looks like, to grab Kinney there and knock him down there. But it looks like Kinney had a little bit of a hole there about the 25-yard line in the center of the field. one more step, and he's through there, and he may have broke off a big gain and possibly run back for a touchdown there.
As the Little Hawk offense comes out on the field, led by number 13, D.P. Iman, their quarterback. They come with trips to the near side, Dorian Davis, Ryan Bohm, and Brent Jen. Looks like Alex Smith, or rather, check that, Ben Evans split to the far side. Kenny in the backfield. And there's the turn, the option, and the pitch goes to Kenny. He drops the ball. It's on the turf. Looks like Kenny's able to get back onto it for a gain, or no gain there. Looks like the pitch just a little hot there coming from D.P. Iman.
Was a little hot, was a little high, but it looks like something that he could have handled there, but I'm not sure if he was looking to run upfield a little bit before he had that football there. Whatever the case, the ball was wet, but fortunate enough not to lose the football and not to lose any yards on that play.
Second down and 10. The ball at the 22-yard line. Trips again to the near side with Ben Evans split out to the far side. Iman barking out the signals. And there's a low snap and the quick throw out to Dorian Davis. And Davis there looked like he was going to try to run with it before he had it, and it falls incomplete. Brings up third down.
That one just right through the hands of Dorian Davis, who was head high. You hit the nail on the head. He just had his head going upfield before he had the ball in there, and nobody feels worse on right now than Dorian Davis does because he had a couple yards ahead of him there once he caught that football.
Starters up front for the Little Hawks. Left tackle Alex Berg, 6'2", 238, and a senior. Ryan Duffy, 5'10", 262, and a senior at left guard. Josh Keppel, the center, 6'1", 227, and a junior. Jake Vilhauer, 6'2", 258, junior at right guard. Right tackle is number 50, Nico Batimbe, 6'2", 219, and a senior. Trips to the far side. A bit of a bad snap is Iman trying to find something. He fumbles the ball. Wright's able to knock it out, and it looks like Cedar Rapids Prairie has fallen onto the ball. We're all the way back at the 15-yard line. Iman with a bad snap. He just took off over the right tackle, and Reitzel comes up, knocks the ball out, and the Prairie Hawks get on it. The first big turnover of the game.
I'm not sure if that was not a designed run to the right side, but the snap started out bad with it going out of the center, going out to the right side. Iman starts running with it, never did get a true hand on it. By the time the defenders got up there, it was all he could do just to find the handle of it. And now this puts City High into a big hole as Prairie has it inside the City High 20.
First down and 10, the ball resting at the 15-yard line as that unbalanced formation again. Unbalanced to the left side. Turn, there's the handoff to Ben Reitzel up the middle. First man through, he's inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
Well, the last series defensively for City High, they did stiffen up once Prairie got inside the 20, and now they're going to have to do that same thing now as Prairie starts its second offensive series at the 15, and now they're actually at the 13. So they're going to have to hold stiff here, and they'd be lucky to hold them to just the field goal this time.
Second down and 8 as Ben Reitzel gets down to the 13-yard line. As it looks like Drew Blonick, number 33, into the game at fullback. That unbalanced formation this time to the left side for Josh Sherrard. He turns, hands it off to Adam Reitzel across right tackle. He's down to the 10-yard line where he's brought down by a host of white jerseys. Called a gain of 3.
Interesting that they load the left side of the line, whereas they put an extra lineman down there when you say unbalanced there, and then they run the offensive play to the right side away from the strength of what they're doing.
So a key third down here for the Little Hawks, trying to prevent Prairie from capitalizing too much on this fumble. Third down and 5 as we are down to 1:30 to go in this first quarter. Cedar Rapids Prairie already with a 3-0 lead. As here is the power I formation for the Prairie Hawks. And there's a penalty flag. Going to have a delay of game. So the second penalty of the night for Cedar Rapids Prairie.
Yep, that's what I have my stat sheet.
Just making sure.
How you got me to do stats tonight, I don't know. But
I bribed you.
How'd you bribe me? I had to buy you dinner.
Oh, yeah. Third down and 10 as the ball goes back to the 15-yard line now. Penalty helping out the City High defense a little bit. 10 yards, always a little bit harder to handle. As it looks like Spencer Stump splitting out wide to the near side. Sherrard up under center trying to get City High to jump off the sides. And Adam Reitzel turns around to the official. He's going to call a timeout. Don't know if they were just trying to get him to draw off sides there and then take a timeout and draw something up here.
Because it didn't look like they changed their play from after field goal here instead of giving a first down.
Prairie comes back out. They've got twins to the near side with Stumpf and Glenn Fox. Reitzel is the lone setback as we're off the air.
Yes, we are.
Okay, I see it, John. Hang on.
Oh, my gosh.
That was Reitzel that threw that.
Yeah. Halfback pass to number 6. Spencer Stumpf. Reitzel to Stumpf. Number 2 to number 6. Could be a holding call. Could be bringing this thing back, though.
Illegal motion.
Big break
How
there.
long have we been off, John? Okay. So basically at the timeout. Okay. I'm dialing up. I'm going to hang up. Thanks.
We've been on for a few minutes.
Since the timeout. Okay, John, I'm in. I hear you.
Do we have to drop our rate?
I don't know. Let me know. Did we cut out at all, John? Or was that basically just... Back at Cedar Rapids Prairie High School, the third down play was the halfback pass from Adam Reitzel. He found Stumpf in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. However, the ball was... There was a penalty, though, as here on third down and 15, there's a fumble on the play. They ran the draw. City High thinks they are on it. As the officials are sorting things out.
Looks like they're going to have it. They do
And
have it.
there it is. The fumble. The City High defense steps up, and they get the turnover to stay only down 3-0. As we mentioned there, Mark, that third down and 10 play out of the timeout, Adam Reitzel, the halfback pass for the touchdown. However, an illegal motion penalty backed him up 5 yards and negated the touchdown. And then there they just tried to run the quarterback draw or the halfback draw, and the ball hit the turf.
So the luck is on City High's side right now as the turnover battle now is even at 1 apiece. And it couldn't come at a better time for City High as, you know, 2 big plays back-to-back. They got that third down Spencer Stumpf touchdown pass reception called back, and now they have the ball 1st and 10, and they're over the 20-yard line.
Ball sitting at the 24 as there's the quick out pattern to Ben Evans. He hangs onto the ball out at the 29. Call it a pickup of 5 on the play. Brings up second down.
And that's a good play there. That's your first play, your second series, but your first play that actually went for positive yards. So, you know, everything went right that play. The first 3 plays for City High last time, somebody or another had a hard time getting a hand on the football. That time, everything went right for the Little Hawks.
As trips wide receivers again to the near side. Looks like City High's trying to run out of that. Is there. The snap comes a little bit late. And it looks like we're probably going to have a false start here against the Little Hawks.
The receivers were taken off. They anticipated the snap count a little ahead of when it was, and I'm not sure if they had a problem hearing it or it was just delayed snap or they just got over anxious or what. But City High bunched their receivers in a group of 3 out here to the left side, and they only have 2 defenders from Prairie over there covering, so it was a break for Prairie because they didn't have everybody over there that they needed that time. Looks like this time they're bringing a person out to make that transition defensively for the Prairie Hawks.
DP Iman in a conversation there with the official as we are down to 37 seconds and counting in this first quarter. Trips to the near side, Ryan Bohm, Dorian Davis, and Brent Jen. Evans to the far side is Iman with the straight drop back pass. He's going to run the quarterback draw, looking for some running room, gets a block from Kinney. He's across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 on the play.
And that probably is going to be the last play of the first quarter there. Designed quarterback draw by DP Iman. You know, that trying to run up the middle there. DP, he's got some good speed. The one thing that scares me about him, he just likes to run a little too straight up and down for my liking.
Right. As the final seconds do tick off, City High defense stepping up after the fumble. They force another fumble by Cedar Rapids Prairie. Give up only 1 field goal here in this first quarter. We're going to take a 60-second timeout and be back with the second 12 minutes right after this. Cedar Rapids Prairie on top, 3-0. Back with more on KXIC.
When you call the bank, you talk to a real person. I like that. They just really take their hassle out of banking for you.
We take the time so you don't have to. ISB&T.
Real life match.
John Noss back in the KXIC studios with a score update. A Class 1A playoff game being played in Arlington tonight. Early in the second quarter, Starmont 6, Regina nothing. Now back to our game.
Thank you very much, John Nost, as we have a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. 3rd down and 7 for City High at their own 27-yard line. Trips to the far side of the field. Looks like the blitz is coming from Prairie. There's the out and up pattern. Hyman's got Evans.
Oh!
Just overled him there. Couple of steps. The out and up was open. The cornerback bit, but Evans unable to run underneath that ball. Brings up 4th down.
Good play call there. I like the way that play call was designed and things like that. You mentioned that the defender did bite up on that. Great job by the offensive line to give D.P. Hyman time to throw that football. He had all the time in the world. Just got a little bit too much air underneath of it. Ben Evans couldn't get it. If that ball's there, that's 6 because he has 3 steps on his defender right there.
Stumpf and Glenn Fox back deep to receive the punt of D.P. Hyman. Hyman standing back at his own 15-yard line. Some pressure coming as Hyman gets off a low kick that hits at about the 45. Takes a City High roll that is fielded there by Stumpf. Stumpf actually picked that up at the 42. And Ryan Alberhaski drags him down all the way back at the 35-yard line.
I don't understand what Stumpf is thinking there. He picked up the ball, and he ran straight backwards. I mean, he had nothing to gain by fielding that ball in that position there. If he just lets it go and they down it, they're 10 yards further up the field than what they are now.
There was 3 white jerseys around him when he picked that up, just trying to make something happen there.
Looks like McCracken was down there as well, I believe.
Stumpf and Glenn Fox splitting out wide to the far side of the field, out of the I formation behind Josh Sherrard. Adam Reitzel going in motion out of the backfield to the far side as well. And there is the handoff to Ben Reitzel. He's brought down there by McCracken as he's across the 35 to about the 39-yard line. Called a pickup of 4 on the play.
Interesting what City High is doing on defense there. Again, they're going with the 3 down front there. That time the person in the middle of the nose guard, so to be, actually got out of his 3-point stance and stood up in a linebacker stance. We're in a blitzing position right over between the guard and the center that time. So a little new wrinkle here for City High.
2nd down and 6 for Cedar Rapids Prairie. This offense has had the ball most of this first half. City High running a grand total of 6 plays. As there's the Twins to the far side. Tight end Stratton to the near side. And there's the handoff to Adam Reitzel. Looking for some running room. Cuts it outside. He's across the 40 to about the 42. Looks like Phil Kinney and Alex Smith there to bring him down. A pickup of 3 on the play.
Good job forcing the runner to go laterally there, not letting him get his shoulder square and turn up the field. And again, they put Prairie High into another 3rd down situation.
10:43 to go. An official's timeout as Josh Keppel lost his ear pad there out of his helmet. Snapping it back there. And maybe get some momentum going here through the rest of this first half.
Now looking at the flag, it is dead right now, just hanging there limp, and there is no rain on the windows right now, so the weather cooperating right now for us.
Unbalanced formation for the Prairie Hawks to the far side of the field. There's the handoff up the middle.
Good play.
Great job there by Josh Keppel and Phil Kinney. Reitzel up across the line of scrimmage. Kinney wraps him up, or rather Keppel wrapped him up. Phil Kinney came up and put his nose into him. Knocks him back. They're going to spot him just short of the 1st down at the 44-yard line.
So that, again, is going to force Prairie High to punt the football and get rid of it there. So a nice job of Keppel coming low and Kinney finishing him off up high, and good teamwork there by the City High defense.
Adam Reitzel in to punt, standing back at his own 30-yard line. City High showing some pressure as Reitzel gets off a spiraling kick that hits at about the 25. Fielded back there by Ben Evans. He's looking for some room. He's got some. There's a penalty flag as he's across the 40, looking for another block. Brought down across midfield, finally at the 45-yard line. This one probably going to be coming back, though, but a good return by Ben Evans.
It was a nice job there. Once he got to the corner, he had a nice block out in front of him. I couldn't tell who it was. It may have been Sean Hosseini out there leading the way for him, but I believe it's going to come back for a holding call back around the 30-yard line.
36-yard punt, 36-yard return, but the return will be negated with a holding penalty on the Little Hawks, and that will back them up probably inside of their own 20-yard line.
So a chance for a big break there turns into a loss of yards for City High there, unfortunately, but see if the offense can get on track here and move for a 1st down. They haven't got a 1st down according to my calculations yet for City High. So
3 plays and a fumble, 3 plays and a punt so far. 1st down and 10. The penalty marches the Little Hawks all the way back to the 18-yard line as Phil Kinney splits out wide to the near side with Brent Jen. Double slots And there, actually looks like City gets away with the penalties. Iman with the quarterback keeper up the middle. He's across the 25 to about the 29-yard line. That will be 11 on the play and a first down. I don't know if you noticed it, Mark. It looked like on the far side of the field, Dorian Davis started to go.
Right.
And none of the officials saw that.
And it looks like that triggered a little bit of the defense because the defense was coming up. The linebacker stepped up in a blitz formation. He wanted to come across but didn't see anybody else moving, and that delayed his forward progress coming in for the Prairie Hawks.
11-yard pickup brings the first down of the night for the Little Hawks. Kenny again to the near side as there's Iman up the middle, and he's stuck right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Looked like big number 63, Brian Fiala, with the tackle. Actually, they will spot him ahead for a gain of about a yard.
Yeah, surprisingly there.
Jake Stratton also in on the tackle.
Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to run that football directly up the gut here against this Prairie High defense, especially with the beef that they've got on that front line.
2nd down and 9 as Kenny splits out wide to the near side with Brent Jen. Iman out of the shotgun, and there he's going to do the quarterback keeper again. He cuts back. He's across the 35 to the 40. He's got running room. He's across midfield. It's a foot race to the end zone. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, City High. I do not see any yellow on the field. A great play there. The quarterback keeper, and it looked like it was designed to go to the right. He cut it back, got a key block out there, and just took off, outran everybody to the end zone. Call that a 70-yard touchdown run for DP Iman.
That was a great job. I couldn't tell the number. It looked like it might have been Matt Maynard out there, the receiver, who freed him up there on the corner. Almost like a counter run there by DP Iman coming up the middle, then just breaks it out to the left side there. And like you mentioned, it was just a foot race, and 70 yards later, City High has the lead.
Andrew Shutt comes in and kicks the extra point through out of the hold of Keaton Jones. And with 8:25 to go here in this first half, City High has hit the end zone. A 70-yard touchdown run by DP Iman. They take the lead now 7-3. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back with more right after this. Notice that Shutt only lines up like he's kicking a field goal. Back at Cedar Rapids Prairie High School is the kick from Andrew Shutt, fielded by an upback at the 21-yard line. And he's looking for some running room, gets out to about the 29. That's big number 31, Nick Williams for Prairie. They will take over their 4th offensive possession. Mark, you mentioned it. City High up by 4 points. They've got 1 first down on the evening.
Yeah, but 2 big plays, and both of them by DP Iman, the 11-yard run and then the 70-yard run. So I know he's at least got 81 yards and maybe a few more possibly.
I've got him for 82 on the evening, on 5 carries unofficially. First down and 10 for Cedar Rapids Prairie, trailing for the first time this evening. Stumpf and Glenn Fox split out wide to the far side. There is the toss to the near side to Reitzel. Good job by McCracken to cut him back in.
Nice job.
And he gets across the 30 to the 31, a gain of 2. But a great job there. McCracken just playing defensive end. He read the sweep, and he kept his ground and forced Reitzel to cut it back in the middle.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do for City High. Again, is keep the Prairie High ball carriers running laterally and don't let them get their shoulders squared, and that's where they're going to have the advantage. And that's exactly what they did there. I don't know if they're going to have the speed to get to the corners on the City High defense. They definitely got the beef to come up the middle, but I don't know if they got the speed to attack the corners against the Little Hawks.
Stumpf and Fox again splitting out wide to the far side. The Reitzel brothers in the I formation behind Sherrard. Sherrard stepping back, looking to throw. He's under pressure by Botembe. There he completes it to Ben Reitzel. Reitzel lowers the shoulder on a defender out there. Looked like Ryan Alberhaskey. Alberhaskey did a good job to keep his ground. Call it a gain of 7 on the play.
Tell you what, he just lowered the boom there as Alberhaskey was nice position there to make the tackle, but the ball carrier there, Reitzel, was it Reitzel there? Or?
Ben Reitzel, yes.
Ben Reitzel, yeah, the fullback there. He just lowered his head and just came right over the top of him.
6 foot, 175 against 5'8", 145. Twins formation to the near side. Little Hawks a little late getting out covering it, though. There is the toss sweep again, and great defense there all around by City High, but even better hard running by Adam Reitzel. Ben Evans came in from his corner position, read the sweep, and looked like Ryan Bohm wrapped up Reitzel. Reitzel looked like he was stopped for no gain. He gets ahead for the gain of 3 yards, though, and a first down.
Yeah, they had a nice job there of containing him. It's just a matter there, that second effort there by Reitzel that just gave that push against that defense there and got him across the line of scrimmage, or the first down marker where he had to go. Keeps the drive alive.
6.5 minutes to go in this first half. City High on top, 7-3. The ball resting at the 40-yard line for the Prairie Hawks. Twins to the far side. There's the handoff off left tackle to Adam Reitzel. He's got some running room. He's got one man to beat. Lowers the shoulder into the cornerback there. Looks like Alex Smith is across midfield down to the 45, 43-yard line. Call that a pickup of 18 on the play.
So back-to-back first downs there for Prairie. Did a nice job in the blocking scheme there. There was nobody on the left side of the offense there, or I should say the right side of the defense for City High, as they took everybody else out. They were all going left, following their keys that way, and he just got to the corner, and that's the way they're going to get to the corners against City High, is take everybody away from the play like they just did there.
Another equipment problem here. One of the Little Hawks, looks like Alex Smith, some problems with one of his ear pads. Gets it straightened away. As Prairie Hawks come out, Glenn Fox split out wide to the near side. Spencer Stumpf to the far side. Stratton, the tight end, to the right of the formation. Sherrard under center, hands it off to Reitzel, and Reitzel's hit right in the backfield. Nico Batimbe among others. And Reitzel keeps his legs going, spins away, tries to get something going. Good job by the Little Hawks not to give up, though. Get him for a loss of a yard. And that's the first time tonight that we've seen a negative play for the Prairie Hawks.
Good job by the City High defense, playing a little games up front there with the two up people rotating who's going to come in. They go back. The other one comes in, goes back. So making that offensive line guess who's going to come in and who's not. And I think that caused a little bit of havoc there for the Prairie offensive line.
Second down and 11 as we approach 5.5 minutes to go in this first half. Twins to the near side. Sherrard turns this option play. Dorian Davis takes the quarterback, and the pitch goes out to Reitzel. He's across the 45, looks to cut back, and he slips down at the 40. Penalty flag laying on the far side of the field.
I think Botimbe got a chance, or Botimbe got a little piece of him there, causing him to slip up there, but he was out there with the ball carrier as well. But I think this one's coming back regardless.
Holding penalty there against Cedar Rapids Prairie. And they are going to send him back. Good job there. Dorian Davis just came untouched from, it looked like he was blitzing off the outside from his linebacker position. Forced that pitch in a hurry. The only problem was nobody was there to take the pitch man, and Reitzel had some running room. Granted, the penalty may have been some of the reason for that, as that pushes Prairie back to the 46-yard line. Brings up second down and 21.
I don't think many coaches have many plays in their playbook for second and 21. Not something you practice.
I think it's usually try to get about 8 or 10 at a time. Fox splitting out wide to the near side. Stumpf to the far side in the slot. I formation behind Sherrard. Turns, and there's the draw play to Reitzel. He's looking for some running room. Hit there by Dorian Davis, among others. It's like Ryan Bohm and Alberhaski in on the tackle. They're actually going to spot him ahead for, actually, we'll spot him back. Another loss of 1 on the play. So after the 2 first down runs in a row there, Mark, including the 18-yarder, Prairie has gone backwards. Third down and 21 back at their own 46-yard line.
So yet again, Prairie is forced with another third down situation. And so far over the past couple here, outside the first initial drive by Prairie, City High has done a good job in the third down situations.
Twins formation to the near side. Spencer Stumpf in the slot. I formation behind Sherrard. Sherrard with the sprint out to the left. And he's under some pressure, looking to throw across his body. Gets it up there and just overthrows his receiver. Falls incomplete. Mark, if you look at that, when he's coming out here, Sherrard, he's got the ball set up like he's ready to throw it the whole time. Most of the time you see quarterbacks hold it in front of him. He's actually got his arm back cocked as he's running across his body.
And with a wet field and a wet football, that can be a recipe for disaster there. But he got away with it that time as he didn't fumble it overthrew his receiver. I was impressed in that play with the City High defense, Sean Hosini. He came with a nice swim technique over his defender and put some real big pressure on to Sherrard.
Adam Reitzel back to punt as he's got some pressure. Gets a high spiraling kick fielded by Ryan Bohm back at the 11-yard line. Bohm looking for some running room. He's up the field across the 20 to the 25-yard line where he's brought down. And City High will take over first down and 10. 43-yard punt. Called a gain of 14 on the return. 3:50 to go in this first half. 7-3. City High still on top. The last offensive possession. 3 plays, capped off by a 70-yard touchdown run by D.P. Iman. All 3 of the plays were quarterback draws with Iman.
Could have called that last one a counter.
Looked like it.
A draw counter.
As Phil Kenny splitting out wide to the far side along with Ben Evans. Davis and Bohm in the slot with Jen to the near side. And there's going to be a penalty flag.
Got a false start, I believe, there.
Looked like Ryan Bohm and Dorian Davis both trying to go in motion and the snap count all at the same time.
So is it illegal motion or 2-minute motion, or what are they going to call here?
They called false start.
Yep.
So it was a dead ball foul, so it'll be a 5-yard walk-off. First down and 15 back at the 20-yard line.
Can you tell me that illegal procedural penalty, what penalty is not a legal procedure?
We've had this discussion once this season.
I thought we might have. It's always been my biggest question.
Everything that is a penalty is technically illegal. As the same formation for the Little Hawks. Iman with a straight drop back pass. He's looking. He's got Bohm out of the flat across the 35 to the 40-yard line where he's finally brought down. Call that a pickup of 20 on the play. Good play there. Looked like Brent Jen out of the near side just ran a quick little post pattern, and then Bohm came out into the flat, and Iman hit him there in stride.
And again, D.P. Iman with all sorts of time back there has time to survey the field. He's not being forced out of the pocket. He has a chance to set his feet and just made a perfect little pitch and catch there, and another first down for City.
First down and 10, the ball just inside the 40-yard line. Iman out of the shotgun again. Under some pressure, stays in there, though, throws the ball. Threw it a little bit behind the intended target there, Ben Evans. Evans trying to go back for it, but fell down. Brings up second down and 10.
So with the, again, we look at the flag, and it's not doing much at all right now. So the wind not going to be a factor. So City High looking to open up the passing game on this series of downs.
A bit of a shower moved in during warm-ups, and it's done just enough to get this field wet. As you look out across it, there's areas that you can see some mud. You also see some sand where they tried to fill in some holes. As the second down and 10 play, and there is Iman with the keeper off left side. He's got a great block there by Bohm. He's through a hole across midfield where he's finally brought down. The ball comes out, but they're going to blow him dead. He's across midfield, though, to the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 on the play.
That was a nice job there, and it's not a true draw. It's just a little bit of delay on D.P. Iman's part there. He just lets the defense come in a little bit, finds his hole, and with his speed, once he gets past that line of scrimmage, he can make big things happen. And like he does there, it gets the third first down of the ball game for City High.
First down and 10 at the Prairie 46 as we approach the 3-minute mark in this first half. There's Iman again up the middle. He's across the 40-yard line, brought down there, just inside at about the 39. Call it 7 on the play.
And just as I said, they're not going to be able to run the ball up the middle against this Prairie High defense. That's exactly what they've been doing this drive.
Mark Phil Kenny, 1 carry for 0 yards.
Surprising.
D.P. Iman, 7 carries, 102.
They're just lulling Kenny out of the offense. They're going to bring him back here, and that kid obviously is going to make some plays for you.
He is lining up. He's been lining up in the slot all night long in a Twins formation. This time to the far side of the field. There is Iman again trying to keep it. He's across the 40, inside the 30, through a hole inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. Pickup of 15 on the play.
That's the third first down of this drive, and they're just keeping this juggernaut going here. They'll pass the ball, then they're going to run the ball, then they'll pass, and they're going to run. So doing all sorts of things, but what they're doing is chewing up clock and chewing up yards as well.
We talked about it in the pregame. Coach Sabres definitely saw something the last time they played, that it's there for D.P. Iman to be running this football, as he's gotten 8 carries here, and he's been the only offense for the Little Hawks. Out of the shotgun again. Iman dropping back, looking to pass. There's a penalty flag down as the ball is thrown, almost intercepted. Not sure where Iman was throwing that one, but Robbie Kramer almost with the interception there. Looks like a holding penalty, though, against the Little Hawks. Will back them up. Is that the third penalty?
That's the third one of this quarter. It's the fourth of the game.
Couldn't quite see who the offender was. But Iman, lucky that that one was not intercepted.
Taking a timeout here, I believe, aren't they?
Looks like it.
Yep.
We are at 2 minutes even to go here in this first half. Not quite sure who's taking the timeout.
I think City High did.
And there's the signal for the hold. And with the timeout, we will take one with them. We'll take a 30-second timeout, a 30-second break, and be back right after this song. As the official with some problems there tried to charge the timeout to Prairie. Did a little bit of a pirouette there. And actually City High with the timeout. Their second of the half. Leading 7-3, 2 minutes to go. First down and 23. Back at the 38-yard line. Iman with the straight drop-back pass, setting up the bubble screen to Evans. He's got it at the 30, inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Pick up a 14 on the play.
Nice job on that little jailbreak screen. Iman does a good job of drawing that defense back towards him as they keep coming in and coming in. That leaves it open for Ben Evans there to get a big game after the catch of the football there. And it looks like we have an injured player down there.
Back at Cedar Rapids Prairie High School as Robbie Kramer up walking off on his own power. Looks like he may have just got the wind knocked out of him. He is standing on the sideline. Good to see. As we talk about all season, you never want to see an injury of any sort. It's great to see the kids get up and walk off, just have it be something minor. Second down and 9 as we are down to 1:40 and counting in this first half. Kenny splitting out wide to the far side with Evans as DP Iman with the keeper around left side. He's looking for some running room. Good job there by that Cedar Rapids Prairie defense to sniff that out, though. They will get Iman for a loss of 2 on the play. Brings up third down.
They've seen that a few times, and they've seen where he's audible and things like that. They're starting to catch on a little bit that way to figure out what's going on.
Adam Reitzel and Zach Covington there on the tackle. And medical supply. They have all your medical supply needs. Give them a call at 341-8588. Little Hawks offense back on the field as Kenny lining up in the slot to the near side, right next to Ryan Bohm. Third down and 10 is Iman with the straight drop back pass. Good protection, and there's the pass complete to Kenny. Stays on his feet, but Robbie Kramer there, good defense. Just basically read that and stayed with Phil Kenny. Kenny ahead for a gain of 2 on the play.
Yep, they didn't get much gain on that play, but I almost thought that defender got there almost a shade early there, but the officials didn't see it that way, and the coaches on City High aren't protesting too much, but it looks like it's going to bring on a field goal attempt here.
Andrew Shutt. The ball will be placed at the 31-yard line on the far hash mark. A 41-yard field goal attempt for the junior. The snap is down. Keaton Jones' hold is good. And the kick is up, plenty long, and it goes right through the uprights. 41-yard field goal for Andrew Shutt, and with 35.8 seconds to go in this first half, City High has extended their lead to 10-3.
So it's good to get out of there with some points.
To give his coverage some time to get down there, he'll give up the 5 or 10 yards on the kick if they can save that from getting a good return out of it.
Yeah, he just lines up at the 30, 35, 34, or
36.
36, thank you.
As he puts a foot into it, and it looks like it will be fielded back there by Jamie Cliff at the 15. He's looking for some running room. He's up the middle of the field, and a great tackle there. Looks like Sean Hosini in on there. Across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Talk about the textbook form tackle. That's what it was there by Sean Hosini. Got his shoulders into him, wrapped him up, picked him up, and put him down. So if you were making a video on how to tackle somebody, that would have been the play right there.
Sean Hosini, tonight's player profile. Some technical difficulties in the first half. We will have that interview coming for you at the half here. So stay tuned during the intermission. 29 seconds to go here in this first half. Fox split out wide to the far side with Stumpf in the slot with him. Turn, and there's the toss to the near side to Reitzel, looking for some running room. He's across the 35 to the 36 where he's run out of bounds. Call that a gain of 3 on the play.
Was that Ben Davis up there on the tackle there?
Ben Evans.
Or Alex Smith?
Or Alex Smith, it looked like.
There we go.
Again, John McCracken, number 31, doing a great job on his defensive inside, just forcing everything back to the middle there. As we're down to 22 and 8/10 of a second to go. Second down and 8. They actually spot him out at the 35-yard line.
Wouldn't be surprised to see that little timing pass play that they ran for a big gain there in the first quarter here.
Twins to the far side again. And there is Reitzel coming in motion out of the backfield to the near side. There's the handoff to Ben Reitzel across left tackle. Great tackle there by Dorian Davis, rather. Ben Reitzel gets to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard gain, but nothing else. And I believe that Coach Craig Jelnick and company will be happy to go into half like that.
Yep.
They come out, they dominate the first quarter. They get a field goal, rather. City High's defense, though, steps up, and the offense gets things clicking. They put up 10 in the second quarter. We are at the intermission. City High on top, 10-3. We'll take a 90-second timeout, a 90-second break, and be back with your halftime right after this on AM 800.
Reminder, coming up upon completion of the City High Cedar Rapids Prairie game tonight, we will have Hawk Talk with Iowa football coach Kirk Barrett on a tape delay basis. We will air that in its entirety.
The black and orange uniforms, all black tops and bottoms. The numbers are orange, outlined in white. They've got the black helmets. City High wearing the white shirts with the silver pants. They have black and white stripes down the side. White jerseys, red numbers outlined in black with the red helmets.
So how long have you been filling without me?
Oh, about 5 or 6 minutes. I've done only about 60 seconds.
I was going to say, it couldn't have been that long.
Some score updates from other playoff games at the half. Regina, 13-6. They've got the lead at Starmont.
Good.
Mid-Prairie, late in the second quarter, 21-7. They lead West Burlington of Notre Dame. And a bit of a surprise, number 1 in the state, Sigourney Keota. They lead Wilton 13. As Reitzel sets his kick coverage team. Ball teed up at the 40. And he puts a foot into it. High end-over-end kick that Kenny is fielding at the 6. He's got a wall in front of him looking for some running room. Squares through a hole, dances across the 25 to the 29-yard line. Good return there. And City High will take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And that's a little bit what I'd be looking to see out of Kenny if he gets a hold of this football in the second half here. He's just a straight-ahead runner. He's much like what the Prairie team likes to do. He just likes to go ahead and just take you one-on-one, and that's what he did on that kickoff return.
I'm sure he's itching to get involved in this offense. 2 touches in the first half. He fumbled the option pitch for no gain, and he had a 2-yard pass reception. He's definitely going to want to get the ball here in this second half. Out of the shotgun, Iman with a straight drop back pass. And he's looking. He's got Evans going deep down the sideline. Penalty flag.
Better be. I mean, he was just draped all over him there. I believe that's Spencer Stump, their number 6, who was just going down the sidelines with Evans, and he just had his hand on him, just riding him the whole way down that sideline. This better be defensive pass interference, defensive holding. That's
holding
what it
the
is.
Call on
Yep.
Cedar Rapids Prairie. Evans actually did a nice job. He was able to catch that ball. He was out of bounds, so it would have been incomplete. But good route there, good ball by D.P. Iman.
Coach Jelinek not happy about the call, but I don't think he's got anything to argue about there. Person with the most to argue about is probably you, Stephen Gray, says I'm coming all over you. Say, no, he can't do that. And
I think I'm some bruises on my arm.
Whacking the heck out of you over here.
So first penalty of this second half on the first play of the second half. 10-yard walk-off. 1st down and 10. The ball now at the 39-yard line for City High.
Give him a 1st down.
As Iman with the quick out pattern overthrows Brent Jen there. Tough to overthrow a 6', 3-inch wide receiver. Iman, though, just turned and threw that one and threw it a little high there.
Brent Jen's one this year that, I remember him last year as a junior. Did some nice things. I thought he would be more involved in the City High offense this year. We just haven't seen him catch a whole lot of footballs. But here's a kid that when he gets the ball in his hands can do some nice things.
He's come up with some big plays. He doesn't have a lot of them, but
Right.
when he does touch the
At
ball,
the right
he does
time,
some good
you bet.
things. 2nd down and 10. Iman out of the shotgun. There is the handoff to Kenny. He's looking for some running room across the left tackle. Good defense there by Robbie Kramer. Kenny ahead for a gain of about a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 9. The ball at the 40-yard line.
Wind starting to pick up just a little bit here as we look at the flag and misting a little bit when I was out there getting your hot chocolate.
You brought yourself one, along with a hot dog as well.
But I did get you a hot chocolate.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much. 3rd down and 9. Opening drive of the second half. Iman with a straight drop back pass. And he's looking. He's got Evans as the defender falls down. Evans catches it to the 30. He's inside the 20. He's got one man to beat at the 10. 5. Touchdown, City High. Great play there. Evans out here in the flat. Looked like they were running the out-and-up pattern on the far side. And the defender on the near side just slipped and fell down. Evans got back there. The safety was looking the other way. And Evans had a clear path to the end zone.
I like the play call there on a 3rd and 9 situation there for City High School. You know, again, the offensive line has been doing a tremendous job for the Little Hawks, giving Iman time to throw it. This time he just hit Evans in stride. That was the same play that they tried to run in the first half where he overthrew Evans by a couple of steps. This time there was no overthrow whatsoever. It was just a perfect pitch and catch, and that extends that City High lead to 16-3.
60 yards on the reception as Andrew Shutt kicks the extra point through. And at the 10:58 mark to go in this third quarter rather, City High extending their lead to 17-3. Mark, this game rather, it's been the big plays all around for City High. The 70-yard touchdown run by DP Iman, the 60-yard touchdown pass here, and just other things here and there. They've been able to open up.
Prairie coming in off of 2 losses in a row, and City High coming in off of 2 wins in a row. So momentum for each side is big.
Andrew Shutt with the ball teed up, and he kicks it. And he kicks it away from the returners. It hits at the 15, and it stays in bounds all the way back at the 10. That's where Stump picks it up, looking for some running room. And he's going to be dragged down. John McCracken, great coverage. That was a perfect kick as they will take over at the 10-yard line. Mark, line it up on the far hash mark. He kicks it to the near side. It hits at the hash and rolls straight towards the sideline, and it stops almost at the hash marks that are on the out-of-bounds line, stays in bounds, and they get great coverage.
You know that old adage, I'd rather be lucky than good, and I think that's what happened right there. You know, I thought for sure that ball was going to be heading straight out of bounds there, but got a fortunate roll there, and it just stayed right in bounds there and allowed the kick coverage to get down there, and Prairie's going to start out in a deep hole.
1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line as there's the off tackle to the left side for Reitzel. He's through the hole. He's across the 15, brought down finally at the 20-yard line. When you've got Adam Reitzel, basically nothing is too big of a hole. He will do a lot with just his effort to do anything to carry this team. Pick up a 10 on that play, 1st down.
Just seems like, you know, they missed Cooper here, but, you know, we've been calling Adam Reitzel's name, you know, Cooper's name, Spencer Stubbs' name, Glenn Fox, you know, it seems like forever.
A lot of experience on this Cedar Rapids Prairie team as it looks like the rain has started to come down again. Twins to the near side as there's the pass by Sherrard out to Glenn Fox. Good defense there by Alex Smith, the corner. It was just a little go route. They're stepping out about 2 yards, throw it out to him. Smith did a good job of breaking down. Actually, look, check that. That's Ben Evans, number 82. Stayed home, broke down, and got the tackle, only a gain of 2 on the play.
Did a nice job keeping the play in front of him here and making sure that he was in position to make the play, and that's exactly what you needed to do there. And, you know, the reception was there to number 3, Glenn Fox.
Okay. Spencer Stumpf in motion from the far to the near side. Out of the I formation, there's off tackle left to Adam Reitzel, and he's into the line of scrimmage. Lowers the head, but there's a wall of white jerseys. He's ahead for a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down and about 5 for Prairie.
I wonder if this could be the $1 million hot chocolate here. It's pretty hot. You know,
it's nice.
If I spill it on myself, I wonder if I could do the old McDonald's trick.
It doesn't say caution hot anywhere.
No, it doesn't. You know.
17-3, City High is on top, 9-10 and counting in this third quarter.
Yet another 3rd down again that Prairie faces.
First one of this second half. There's the play action pass. Sherrard rolling out. He throws on the run. The ball well overthrown again, intended for Glenn Fox, out of bounds. And City High's defense comes out and holds. That'll bring up 4th down and 5.
Alex Berg was in there, and he just had pressure all over Josh Sherrard there as they did the play action there. But Alex Berg just came in there and from his defensive tackle spot and just kept driving in on there and forced, I think, Sherrod to throw the ball a little bit more off balance than what he would have liked to. And now they're going to be forced to punt the football back to City High.
Evans and Ryan Bohm standing back at their own 35-yard line to field the punt of Adam Reitzel. Reitzel, another end-over-end kick. Hits at about the 35. It doesn't take as big of a hop as City High thought. Hits at the 44, and it rolls dead at the 41. Evans looked like he was going to block there with the big bounce, but it didn't take it. Ryan Boehm unable to field it. Good decision, though, as City High will take over anyways in good field position at their own 41-yard line.
I think with the two kicks here, the kickoff and now this punt, we've seen a little bit about the field being a little softer than it was what they may have expected being as cold as it is, but that rain has come in and softened this field up, so they're not getting those big, hard bounces there. So they're going to have to keep that in mind here as this game wears on, especially if the rain continues.
The last time these two teams met, we had an 84-yard punt because of the hard field conditions. It was called back because of a penalty. As the Little Hawks coming up in the I formation, Hyman up under center. And there is the handoff to Kenny. He's looking for some running room. He's straight ahead to about the 44-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 on the play. Only Phil Kenny's third carry on the night. He has 4 yards.
Well, you called it there going into the halftime that we may see the I formation there to get Kenny back involved. And right there is exactly what we saw there as I am choking on my hot chocolate over here. Yeah.
Sounds like the frog that I had with me last time we were up here.
I tell you, could get that $1 million yet.
2nd down and 7 for City High. Brent Jen in motion. There's the option by Iman. Good job of doing the head fake there. Not much room, though. Played pretty well there by Prairie. Iman ahead for a gain of 1.
Yeah, he didn't carry that one out to the corner there like I thought he was going to when he first pulled out there. It looked like it was almost designed just to keep it himself and try and attack the defensive tackle there.
3rd down and 6, the ball at the 45-yard line as the Little Hawks will go back to the shotgun formation. Evans split out to the near side. Matt Maynard in at the far side wide receiver. Iman with the handoff, and he's got the quick out pattern intercepted there. Great defense by Glenn Fox. Iman just looking for the quick out pattern to Matt Maynard. Fox read that beautifully and comes up with the interception. And just as City High looked to be getting some good field position, both offensively and defensively, Prairie gets the turnover, and they will take over at the City High 49-yard line.
That's the second turnover of this ball game here for City High. The one was the fumble in the first half, and now this one the interception in the second half. So
7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Trailing 17-3. Prairie comes out with the offensive ball. Sherrard up under center. He's got the straight drop back pass, and he just lofts it up there. Looking for Fox. Fox, great defense there by Ben Evans. It's going to be intercepted. And just like that, both times that City High has turned the ball over, their defense has come back with a turnover of their own.
I tell you what, that sort of surprised me that Ben Evans has that football or comes up with it, because he doesn't turn around and look for that football until the absolute last second. He's running down there stride for stride, I believe, with Spencer Stump there for Prairie, and finally looks up as he looks up for that football, and it just comes down right in his hands there. But he had no idea it was coming to him until that last possible second.
That was just a 3-step drop. Sherrard just threw the ball up there and was hoping that his receiver could run down underneath of it, maybe draw a pass interference penalty of some sort. As Little Hawks late to get out here, pushing the 25-second clock.
They may have been in a coach's huddle talking with the talking with the coach on the offense.
Iman with the quarterback draw, looking for some running room. He's hit. He's actually going to be dropped for a loss on the play. Prairie looks to have adjusted to that play.
Yep.
He's going to lose a yard.
We mentioned that in the first half. They've seen that play quite a bit. Now they're picking up the keys on what's going to be working on there. So
as Evans comes back into the ball game, Maynard will be checking out. 2nd down and 11, back at the 11-yard line. Iman calling the play at the line of scrimmage out of the shotgun. Phil Kinney standing back at his own 4-yard line behind Iman. And there's the handoff to Kenny across left side, fighting for any yardage that he can, but this Cedar Rapids Prairie defense is jacked up. Kenny going to get back maybe to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, the linebacker, Robert Kramer, there for Prairie, doing a nice job there, just reading what he's supposed to be reading and just following his keys right there, taking him right to the ball carrier there. Not much of a gain, almost a loss there for Phil Kenny.
3rd down and 11 now for the Little Hawks as we approach the 6-minute mark in the third quarter. Out of their shotgun, Hyman with a straight drop back pass. Good time, and he throws the ball.
Short.
Underthrows, intended there for Brent Jen. And it falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Little Hawks are forced to punt.
This was the worst starting field position, I believe, for City High in this ball game here, and they didn't get any positive yards out of that, which in turn should give Prairie High some pretty decent field position here with plenty of time to score yet to go in this third quarter, only trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Look for maybe some pressure out of Prairie as well, trying to get the block. Hyman standing back at his own goal line, and here they come. Hyman does get it off, though. Fielded back at the 45 by Stumpf. And there's a penalty flag that comes in for a block in the back. Stumpf looking for some running room across the 45. He's down the left sideline. He's at the 25 where he's finally run out of bounds. But as you mentioned, penalty flag, and the 25-yard kickoff return will be negated. Actually, what would have been decent, really good field position just turns into decent field position.
Yeah, that, I believe it was Ryan McAdams on Prairie who got a block in the back on Alberhaski there. And Alberhaski was putting up his hand saying, hey, look what just happened to me. And sort of a delayed call by the officials there, but they did finally end up throwing multiple flags on the play. But that negates another big gain there by Prairie. And that is going to be their first penalty here in this second half.
Pushes them back. Still good field position at their own 44-yard line. As the rain continues to come down.
Did City High have a penalty that last try?
No, they did not.
Okay. You know, I got to get these stats accurate for you.
You work so hard at it, Mark.
I do. I'm a company man.
Twins formation for Prairie to the far side of the field with Fox and Spencer Stumpf. And there's the turn and the handoff off right tackle to Reitzel. He spins away from one tackler, but a good job to hang on there. Looked like Nico Batimbe just able to hang on to his foot just enough. And a gain of 3 on the play for Reitzel.
Looks like Batimbe comes up a little bit slow on that play. He may have possibly pulled a muscle slightly or a little bit. He may be okay here, too. He may have just been a little bit tired getting up there, but it looks like he was stretching out his right leg a little bit there.
2nd down and 7. The ball just shy of the 47-yard line. Straight eye. Stumpf to the far side. Glenn Fox to the near side. There's the turn, the play action pass, and that play's going nowhere. Great pressure up the middle. Phil Kinney and Sean Hosini. And it looked like a play action pass. Sherrard didn't even see the defense coming from behind him. He's going to be stopped for a loss of 4.
And he ends up running into his own tailback there, Adam Reitzel. And it was just a cluster from the beginning. It just never got going the right way. And you mentioned the defense of Kenny and things like that in there, and it was just doomed for disaster there.
Prairie, you can tell they don't pass as much. City High's been able to get some good pressure on Sherrard here tonight.
But being that second-string quarterback sort of helps that situation as well for City High.
Twins to the far side, out of the I formation. 3rd down and 12. There's the toss to Reitzel, looking for some running room. He's forced back to the inside, stays on his feet across the 45 to the 46. He'll pick up 4 on the play. Looked like Josh Keppel over there doing a good job to force that back into the middle and keep Reitzel contained.
Tell you, I thought McCracken did a nice job over there. From my vantage point, it looked like he was pushed in the back, but the officials didn't see that. But nonetheless, it brings up a 4th and 8, and City High comes out of here with really no damage done and is going to get the ball back.
4th down and 8 as Adam Reitzel back to punt, standing at his own 30-yard line. Some token pressure from Hosini as a high spiraling kick fielded by Evans back at his own 10. So he's coming up the middle of the field, and good coverage there. Good hang time by Reitzel. Allows his coverage to get down there, and a 5-yard return. City High will take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
So their second worst starting field position here of this ball game, and hopefully they get a little bit more productive yards than they did this last drive. This third quarter seems to be going forever here.
It has taken a little while. That first half went by fairly quickly. A few more incomplete passes and change of possession. Helps when the first drive takes 8.5 minutes.
True. As long as there's no lightning in the area, we're okay.
I formation behind DP Hyman. Evans splitting out to the far side. The Z-back is Brent Jen. And there is a false start. Looks like the left side of that offensive line took off a little bit early. So it'll back the Little Hawks up 5 yards, 1st and 15, back at their own 10.
Well, that's not going the direction that we had wanted there. And that's one of the things as you're getting into playoff football, as a coach looks at that, that's just frustrating. You know, this time of year, there's no, you know, the coach doesn't think there's any call for that. You know, there's nothing new that we're doing here. It's just a matter of being mentally ready to play on each down.
So it brings up 1st down and 15. Iman out of the shotgun this time. Actually, no, he's just waiting to get the play in. Dorian Davis, the fullback. Phil Kinney, the tailback, out of the eye. Ryan Bohm, the tight end, to the near side. And there is the handoff to Kinney. He's looking for some running room. He's across the 10 to about the 12, 13, maybe the 14-yard line. Call it a pickup of 4 on the play.
And that's what he just likes to do, is just get that ball go straight ahead, and he's just like that human pinball, just bouncing off of defenders there. You know, right now, running up that middle, especially out of this tight I formation there, may be a little difficult. Again, you go back to that defensive line advantage there, especially with the size that Cedar Rapids Prairie has.
2nd down and 11. The ball sitting at the 14-yard line on the near hash mark. And there's motion and another penalty flag. Some frustration out of the City High offensive line as they are going to be called for their 2nd false start penalty in the last 3 plays.
And this is where your quarterback, DP Iman's got to take a little bit of control, get the people back in the huddle, get them settled down, say, hey, enough is enough. Let's get going here. Let's start playing City High football like we know how to do this. Let's get this thing moving on the right track here. So he's got to get control here before things start to get spiraling in the wrong direction.
And Coach Sabers, understanding that his team
needs that leadership.
Needs some leadership of some sort, he is going to take a timeout and talk things over. So with 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter, City High hanging on to their 17. Right here at Cedar Rapids Prairie, the Little Hawks of Iowa City. City High leads Cedar Rapids Prairie 17-3. 2:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. City High facing a 2nd down and 16. As out of the shotgun, Kenny will line up wide to the far side. As Iman with a straight drop back pass, he's under pressure, and he's hit back at the goal line. The official waiting to signal. They're going to spot him down right at the 1-yard line.
I thought it might have been a safety there. I thought the ball might have been over that goal line from our vantage point, but the official says no, and that's going to be a break for City High. But nonetheless, it's going to bring up 3rd and 24, 4th and 24.
3rd and 24, and the ball is resting right at the goal line. A great job there by that right side of the defensive line by Prairie. They just came in there basically untouched. Looked like Jake Stratton, the one that get the sack. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long. And right now, City High just looking for any sort of yardage to give Iman some breathing room on the punt. There's the handoff to Dorian Davis. He jumps into the line of scrimmage out to about the 5-yard line. That's about all you can ask for right there.
Going back to your alma mater, what would your coach have done right there in that situation?
That would have been the quick kick.
That would have been the quick kick out of Butch Peterson, exactly.
Just line it up, toss it back to the halfback, and let him kick it and see how far it'll roll. Play that I'm sure he learned a la Ed Hansen up at Solon for years. As Iman, a little bit more room, 4th down and 20, still standing in the back of his end zone.
Snap's important here.
Here comes some pressure, almost blocked, and there's going to be a penalty Iman run into as the ball comes out to the 36 and rolls out of bounds at about the 39. Depends on if this is roughing or running into.
If it's the personal foul, it's the automatic 1st down. But if it's not, it's not enough yards for the 1st down, but at least gets you a better field position to kick from.
Looks like the signal was just the 5-yard variety. Didn't look like it was that big of a penalty.
No, he rolled into him after the fact. I mean, he didn't come headhunting here after him and missed the football, so.
You knew, though, that that was a time where Prairie probably going to try and bring some pressure.
Oh, yeah. Pin the ears back. What do you got to lose here?
Down 17-3. Your offense hasn't really been able to do very much aside from that first drive. 5-yard penalty brings the ball out to the 10-yard line.
What'd you do with my chair?
Somebody took it.
Somebody took my chair.
Are you getting tired of standing?
I am.
And
I think a cold metal chair would be good right now.
surprisingly,
I'm not sure why the timeout here.
Iowa City High actually declines the penalty.
Oh,
They would rather give Prairie the ball at the 39-yard line than risk having another punt possibly blocked.
well, the rain is starting to pick up here.
At this point, probably a good call by Coach Sabres. Your defense has played
is
awesome.
playing well, exactly. Your defense is playing well the whole game here, so he's putting it in the hands of his defense right now and say, hold him here, boys, and get it back to us.
1st and 10 at the City High 39-yard line, 1:17 to go in this third quarter. Twins to the near side with the wide receiver split out far to the wide side. There's the handoff to Adam Reitzel, cross left tackle, wrapped up there by Ryan Bohm. Bohm hangs on for dear life before some other Little Hawks come in, led by Phil Kinney and Ryan Alberhaski. Reitzel with a pickup of 1 on the play.
Curious to see if this field, as it gets wetter and wetter, that's going to change the way the footing is going to happen for Reitzel and things like that for Cedar Rapids Prairie. As we look at the field now, the sandy areas are becoming a little bit wet.
A little bit wet, a little bit muddy as well. As again, Twins to the near side. Dietrich lining up wide to the far side, the 3 wide receiver set. And there's the quick step back throw over to Glenn Fox. Fox with some running room, and there's a penalty flag for a face mask. Fox, all kinds of running room as on that far side, or on the near side rather, Ben Evans slipped on his drop back, and then up on the tackle, he grabbed hold of the face mask. 7-yard completion.
This one, I think, is going to be the inadvertent one, the 5-yard one here.
The officials are marking it off, though. It will be enough for a first down. It would have been 3rd down and 1. No, they are going 15
They're
yards.
going the full 15. That's not good.
And that'll move the ball all the way down to the 16-yard line. As we are down to 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Probably the final play of this quarter. Prairie coming out with that unbalanced formation to the far side of the field. The I form behind Sherrard. He drops the football. It's still rolling around on the turf. Look to see who's got it, and it looked like Sherrard able to get back on it and actually fall ahead for a gain of 1.
Josh Sherrard recovers the fumble.
And that is how this third quarter will come to a close. Iowa City High, thanks to a 60-yard touchdown pass from D.P. Iman to Ben Evans, has extended their lead to 17-3. They're 12 minutes away from... Give them, otherwise,
Hey,
not a big deal.
John, how's my hair look?
In intensity here, the Prairie Hawks facing 2nd down and 9 at the City High 15-yard line, looking to get in the end zone and cut this lead to 7, trailing 17-3 as the final 12 minutes up on the clock. Fox and Spencer Stump to the near side, Dietrich to the far side. And there is the quick little out pattern, and it's intercepted back at the 1-yard line by Evans. He's got some running room down the right sideline. Sherrard there able to bring him down at the 31-yard line. The ball just a little bit overthrown, intended there for Fox. And Ben Evans comes up with his 2nd interception on the night. And that one is big, Mark Stern.
That's huge. That's the 3rd turnover of the ball game for Prairie. And the last time Prairie was inside that red zone there against City High, the same thing happened. They turned over the football. So the defense has come up very big for City High in this ball game and gets them out of a big jam there and actually gets them into some breathing room of field position as it's out over the 30-yard line.
Cedar Rapids Prairie had pretty much started to win the battle of field position in that third quarter. City High, though, with the ball out at their own 32-yard line. Up out of the I formation behind D.P. Iman. Turns, hands it off to Dorian Davis. Davis hit, looks to cut it outside. Nothing going, though, as he gets out a gain of a yard.
Yeah, the rain's starting to come down at a pretty good clip now. We look at the flag, and the wind's starting to blow. You know, we knew this was coming. We just didn't know what time. So probably for the last 11 and a half minutes of this ball game, it could get sort of ugly here weather-wise.
Called a gain of 1 on the play for Dorian Davis. And City High taking their time here. definitely with a 17-3 lead, and the field conditions going to be getting worse. They're going to want to do whatever they can. As there's the play-action fake to Iman. He tries to keep it around right side. Ben Reitzel, though, with the stop back inside the 30 at the 29. Call that a loss of 5. And that play just didn't develop. Good job by Reitzel to stay home.
Yeah, Reitzel just came coming in. He had the responsibility of the quarterback that time, and he just maintained his contact with him and seen that he never got rid of the football and just came right after him that way. So it's a good defensive play there by Prairie.
3rd down and 14 as the Little Hawks will huddle up this time to make sure everybody's on the same page. The ball back at the 29. Evans splitting out to the near side. Out of the I formation. Brent Jen playing the Z-back position. Handoff goes to Kenny. He's across the 30 to about the 32. He will pick up, actually they'll spot him at the 31. Pickup of 2 on the play.
Kenny just has not been able to get things going here. That's what we expected here. It was, as far as big gains and things like that here yet. Not that he's playing a bad game by any means. He just hasn't.
He's done a lot of other things. He's
Sure.
had the focus kept on him to open things up for DP Iman. Great play over on the defensive side and special teams. 4th down and 12 as we are inside of 10 minutes to go. DP Iman back to punt. His last one was nearly blocked. As the pressure coming again, and he gets off a wobbly kick, hits at about the 45, takes a bit of a city high roll across midfield, and that is where it will roll dead, right at the 50.
A 19-yard kick.
So Cedar Rapids Prairie dodges a bullet with the interception, and they take over 1st down and 10. Want to take this time out to mention tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Heartland Medical Supply. They have all your medical supply needs. Give them a call at 341-8588. 1st down and 10 here, Mark, and Cedar Rapids Prairie almost has to get the ball into the end zone on this drive.
Yeah, with the clock going to start to run here, a little bit over 9.5 minutes to play in this ball game, they're down 2 scores. They're going to have to do something relatively quickly.
Double tight eye as Adam Reitzel in motion out of the backfield. There's the turn and the sprint out pass, and Reitzel's behind the defense, but the ball underthrown. John McCracken back there, good defense. Didn't realize that he was knocking it away from Phil Kinney. Kinney had that play read beautifully. He had the coverage, he had the interception. McCracken, though, dropping back, and he's able to knock the ball down to prevent the interception. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Tough play there for Josh Sherrod as he's rolling out there to his left, and he's a right-handed quarterback there. Didn't really get his body turned around there to get a good angle to throw that football. With the field position or field conditions being a little bit wet as they are, the ball was just strictly underthrown there and almost picked off.
2nd down and 10. As Spencer Stump coming to the near side along with Robbie Kramer splitting out wide to the near side. And there is, looks like the quick throw going to Kramer, and it's intercepted. The ball thrown behind Kramer. Brent Jen coming up. Great defense there. And things are just not going the way that Cedar Rapids Prairie would want them to. 3rd interception, 4th turnover on the night. And City High will take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It's about now is where they're really starting to miss Joe Cooper there, their quarterback. The senior leadership and things like that he provided is really being missed by Prairie at this point in the ball game.
That play, too, it looked like some confusion all the way around with Prairie. Not sure what formation they wanted, and then the ball thrown behind him. And Brent Jen, we talked about him. He doesn't come up with a lot of plays, but when he does get his hands on the football, it's usually something big. So there is the quarterback's draw to DP Iman. He's out to the 40-yard line. He'll be stopped for a gain of about 2.
Haven't seen that play yet tonight.
Nope, just the straight quarterback draw. 14 carries for Iman. I think that's been the play that he's run on about 10 or 12 of them.
Yeah.
As the Little Hawks will huddle up again.
But how many yards does he have? I mean, it's been effective all night long.
Actually, he's gone backwards here in the second half, but he still has 104 on 14 carries. He had 115 at the intermission.
It's not a movie. It's halftime.
Halftime. It's a break. And there's a delay of game penalty on the Little Hawks. They've been trying to take as much time as possible here in this second half, or this fourth quarter at least, and that time taking just a little bit too much. That will be called for delay a game. Back them up to the 35-yard line. Second down and 13.
The penalty delay of game against City
So the
High.
winner of this ball game then, Stephen, plays the winner between Cedar Falls and Waller. Is that correct?
That is correct. Which that game is just now getting kicked off, assuming the first game up at the Unidome got underway on time. As here is the quarterback keeper to the near side with Iman. He's out across the 40 to the 41. He gets back the 5 of the penalty plus 1, a gain of 6.
DPM and the
Brings
ball
up
carrier.
third down
That's 5
and
yards
about
play.
8.
Yeah, given the weather conditions here, City High is not going to do anything to jeopardize turning the football over. They're just going to keep the ground game going right like that and keep the clock moving. You know, they want to keep the ball in bounds. You know, the clock's their friend right now as long as they can keep it moving.
They've given up, I believe, 1 first down in this second half defensively.
I have Prairie for 2 first downs.
Okay, 2 first downs for Prairie in the second half. But 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions, and 2 punts. So the offense hasn't done anything.
And I've only got City High for 1 first down in the second half.
Iman out of the shotgun. He's going to run the option. Pitches out
Oh.
to Kenny. Kenny with some running room. He's around the 45 to the 50. Inside, spins away from a tackler inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. Great running there by Phil Kenny. We talked about it. You set him up, and he'll finally get things going. Call it a pickup of 23 on the play.
Yeah, that's what we were expecting to see out of Phil Kenny, but I tell you what, that play was run very, very well by D.P. Iman as he pitched that ball at the last possible second and absolutely got crushed, but just gets right back off the turf, and that's their second first down of this second half, and it couldn't come at a better time to keep this drive alive.
Third down and long. It moves the ball across midfield all the way down to the 37-yard line as the clock will be inside 7.5 minutes when this ball is snapped. Little Hawks hanging on to a 14-point lead. Prairie showing blitz. There's the handoff to Dorian Davis. He's through a hole inside the 30, down all the way to about the 28-yard line. I believe he'll be about a yard short. Called a gain of 9.
Ball carrier.
Looking at the spot here, they're going to be close. Yeah, barely short.
Second down and 1.
So Kenny comes at you one play. Next play is Dorian Davis. You always got D.P. Iman there. They're going to throw the ball to Evans and things. You know, they just got so many people, you know, that you can't key on just one person.
That's what this offense has been designed to do, spread it around. As Iman up under center. There's the handoff again to Dorian Davis, looking for some running room. But cuts away from a couple tacklers, dancing around to the 25-yard line before he's finally brought down. Host of black jerseys.
His forward progress is going to get him the first down there.
Gain of 3 on the play will be enough for the first down to the 25-yard line. And
Ooh, they're not going to give him forward progress there?
oh,
This,
that's an interesting spot. They're actually going to spot him back at the original line of scrimmage.
no, his forward progress is over the 25, even close to the 24. I got to agree with Bob Dane over here in the other booth. That's a lousy spot.
Bob Dane, the City High camera operator.
Scrimmage.
So check that. No gain on the play.
Yeah, they were hosed there.
Brings up third down and 1 at the 28. And D.P. Iman with the quarterback keeper. He's going to
He's going to be short.
push ahead. I think they're going to spot him down at the 26.
DPM and the ball carrier. Picks up a couple yards.
Looks like he'll have a gain of 2 on the play, depending on the spot.
Yeah, you know, the
Thought
last
we
time
had 3 last time. And the officials are looking. And they're going to call timeout for a measurement. I thought he was able to get a lot farther than that.
little home cooking here, isn't there, Stephen?
Inside of 6 minutes, 5:44 to go. City High 17, Cedar Rapids Prairie 3. And there is the spot. It is enough for the first down. D.P. Iman with 1 yard on the play. So City High will be able to run a few more minutes off of the clock. Ball sitting now at the 27-yard line. They will take as much time off of this clock as possible. in the huddle. Iman calling the play. Matt Maynard splitting out to the near side. Looks like Alex Smith is playing the Z-back. The I formation behind Iman. There is the play action. He's looking for the quarterback keeper around left side. He's inside the 25 to the 24. Called a gain of 2.
And doing exactly what they want to do. It's just move the ball steadily forward, keep that clock running. They're in no hurry to put that ball up in the air or try and get things that could be potentially disastrous here. And, you know, as long as they can pick up that first down every 3 downs, they're going to be just fine.
Even still, you've moving the ball. Your defense has stepped up big this second half. Cedar Rapids Prairie at the backup quarterback. The passing game not going to be as effective, especially in the rain. And 2 touchdowns in under 4 minutes. Definitely going to need some big plays for Cedar Rapids Prairie. So there is, looks like some confusion. Iman, though, keeps it up the middle. And he is hit hard at the 15-yard line. He gets ahead, though, for a gain of 9. Mark looked like he went left. The back went right. And Iman, though, able to get 9 yards and a first down.
Yeah, he just looked behind and looked for somebody to toss the ball to. There was nobody there, but the athletic ability that we've talked about with DP Iman, enough to make, you know, a positive gain out of that play and another first down to keep the drive alive.
City High starting this drive at their own 38-yard line. This will be the 9th play of the drive. They are down inside of 4.5 minutes at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Maynard splitting out to the near side, out of the I formation. As Iman with the quarterback keeper, and he's inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. And I think Cedar Rapids Prairie going to take their first timeout.
I could say fairly soon they're going to have to start calling a timeout.
Pickup of 2 on the play for Iman. Brings up 2nd down and 8. With the timeout, we'll take one with them. A 30-second break. Back right after this on AM 800 KXIC. Like some special teams making the difference up there, Mark.
Tell you, why be satisfied with just getting to the playoffs? Let's go ahead in here and win, and that's exactly what they've done. Congratulations to Regina.
Back here, 17-3 is our score. City High on the move and holding on to the lead as there's the handoff to Phil Kinney across the right side. He's down to about the 11-yard line, a pickup of 2 on the play.
And that ends the career for the coach up there at Starmont.
That is correct. Dave Barclay.
His last football game as head coach there.
Was his 8th playoff appearance. I believe he's been coaching there since the early 19th.
3 more points up on the board.
And
you may just align the ball to be in the middle of the field where you want it to be for the field goal.
Those 3 points would make it a 17-point difference, which means it's a 3-possession ball game as well. Up out of the I formation, Iman barking out the signals. Turns, play action. He's looking for some running room across the right side. He's inside the 5 to about the 2-yard line. He will be very close to the first down. I think he will have it. He needed to get to the 5.
So nothing wrong with that. That's great play.
Gets a gain of 8.
And now 6 is better than 3 any day.
Absolutely. 4 minutes inside, actually 3:50 and counting.
That's a nice job there by Iman as he comes out to that corner. He actually slips as he's going to that corner there. Has the athletic ability to keep his balance there and still regain full speed, and picks up a big first down as it keeps this drive alive. How long has this one been going, Mr. Time?
This is the 12th play. Not sure on the time. As Iman keeps the quarterback keeper up the middle, and he will be brought down. Looks like no gain on the play.
It's up a yard on the play.
Maybe a yard.
Who are you going to believe, you or the PA guy? Go with your gut.
We'll go with the PA guy. He gives him a yard. I believe City High took over this ball with about 10 minutes to go in this third quarter.
So about a 7-minute
And we are approaching the 3-minute mark, so they've had it for at least 7 minutes. Basically negating the opening drive of the game where Cedar Rapids Prairie had it for 8.5 minutes and got a field goal. Iman looking to the sideline to know when to snap it. He's got the quarterback keeper again. He's going to be down to about the 1-yard line.
DPM in the ball carrier.
Another pickup of 1.
I'm not even sure they're going to give him one, are they?
Stops the line of scrimmage.
No.
I guess not. I should just wait for the PA announcer. As we are going to be close to the 2-minute mark when this ball is snapped.
In on the tackle.
Cedar Rapids Prairie has 1 timeout remaining, trailing by 14. City High, though, has just come in here, come up with some big plays offensively, played solid on the defensive side of the ball. And there's the handoff to Phil Kinney. He jumps over the pile. He's into the end zone. Official on the near side. Wait, no, he's going to wave it off.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to say he landed short?
Looked like he landed in the end zone.
I thought that was a tremendous effort there by Phil Kinney. It looked like from our vantage point here that he was going to be up and over. And I tell you what I would do. I go for it here. Because the worst thing that happens if you don't make it, they have to go 99 yards to come back and score.
And then get the ball back and score again.
There's less risk here than a botched snap, something like that. I think you go for it here on this fourth down.
You could have a blocked field goal of some sort. Also, you're at the 1 yard line. You're almost to the near hash. Kind of a weird angle for your kicker, especially right foot. As the Little Hawks back out onto the field, the rain looks like it has let up, but it is still coming down. The wind is dying down a bit as well.
So are you going to drive my truck up here for me so I don't have to get wet?
I can try.
All right. You're the man.
Iman up under center, turns, hands it off to Kinney, and Kinney jumps over the pile again, stays on his feet, and goes into the end zone. And at 1:34 to go in this ball game, City High has all but put the final nail into the coffin. 23-3 is our score.
No, I think they just did put the final nail in the coffin there. So, that was a nice way to end. I like to see Phil Kinney get in the end zone there. He's done a lot of the intangibles here tonight, both offensively and defensively. So it's nice to see him get 6 points here in this ball game as well.
8.5-minute drive for the Little Hawks as Andrew Shutt comes out to attempt the extra point. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it's right through the uprights. 1:34 to go in this ball game. City High extending their lead to 24-3. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back with the conclusion of this game right after this.
Okay, so they rotate.
They'll floor you. Back at John Wall Field on the campus of Cedar Rapids Prairie High School, you are listening to high school football on AM 800 KXIC Iowa City. The Little Hawks of City High with a 24 to lead on Cedar Rapids Prairie. Andrew Shutt with a foot into the ball, fielded there by one of the upbacks. He's looking for some running room as he slips down across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Prairie will take over, trailing by 3 touchdowns with 89 seconds to go.
Almost looked like he went down on purpose to stop the clock and give their offense a little bit more time to do something with his football, or he could have actually slipped there, but almost looked intentional of him going down right there.
They will actually spot him ahead to the 38-yard line. Prairie definitely not going to give up. They'll come out throwing the ball. Looks like they've actually got a new quarterback in there.
Good choice. Senior.
Number 24, David Benish. It looks like, no, number 84. We'll get a name on the new player as he throws the ball up, overthrown. That's Nate Suckamel. He's actually the sophomore quarterback. He is in playing tonight.
Nate Succamel's pass intended for Spencer Stump.
Suckamel, our side. Go ahead, Mark.
You can tell Succamel's new. His socks are white, his jersey's clean.
Absolutely. As he's up under center. Straight drop back pass, looking to throw. He's got the pump fake under pressure, keeps it, and he's going to get tattooed there by Dorian Davis across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Josh Keppel did a nice job there defensively for the Little Hawks there, flushing him out of the pocket. Couldn't quite get his mitts on there, but he set him up there for Davis to come in and finish off the play there for the Little Hawks.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd down and 6 at the 42-yard line. Prairie all but conceding victory as they are inside of a minute to go, trailing by 3 touchdowns. The Little Hawks coming out with the prevent defense. There's the straight drop back pass again. The little pop pass almost intercepted by Dorian Davis. Had his hands on it, but it just fell incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. It's like Justin Kleingartner came in just before that last play, and he replaced Phil Kinney. Kinney coming out to a decent ovation from the City High faithful who have made the trek up here in this rainy night.
Traveled very well for a very dismal night to come out and watch football, but City High did travel very well here tonight.
4th down and 6 at the 42-yard line. Twins to the far side. Colin Dietrich lining out to the near side. Suckamel under center, and there's going to be a false start penalty. Dietrich on the near side just took off before the ball was snapped. Basically sums up the kind of night that Cedar Rapids Prairie has had on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, but you got to feel bad a little bit for these Cedar Rapids Prairie kids. We talked about it earlier this year and then tonight as well. These names that have been around here for 3 years, the Reitzels. Cooper, unfortunately, he can't play the last game of his senior year. Glenn Fox, Spencer Stump, these kids have been around, for a couple of years and helped Coach Jelinek develop a program where they go 7-2. And, your heart goes out to these kids because they've had a very good past couple of years, and to have some misfortune with Cooper going out and not being able to play full strength in the playoffs, obviously has to be tough for them. But, somebody does have to win, and for City High, that's fortunate for them.
4th down and 11, and there is the quick pass over to Dietrich. He's going to have enough for the first down. He's across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 17 on the play.
First down, gain of 17 yards.
So he gets the penalty, then comes back with a reception. So redeemed himself there a little bit.
Just a quick little slant pattern there. And Sukamel must be thrilled as a sophomore to get some passing stats in a playoff game. 1st down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Dietrich now to the far side with Stump and Fox to the near side in the Twins. Stump going in motion. Sukamel with the straight drop back pass again. He lost it up there, intended for Fox. And good defense there by Evans. He's got another interception, his 3rd on the night, and he's looking to run it back down the right sideline. He's at the 40, cuts it back across midfield, still going at the 40. Finally run out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Tell you what, Ben
Player
Evans,
of the game.
have a day, huh? 3 interceptions in the night, 5 turnovers for the City High defense. And did Ben did score a touchdown
Ben had
too?
the 60-yard touchdown reception as well.
I tell you what, do it all, Mr. Davis. Great game, or Mr. Evans, I should say. Good job.
Penalty marker on the field. We'll wait to see. Maybe a block in the back on City High during the return.
Yep.
That is the call. So with 7.6 seconds left, City High, all they have to do is come out and take a knee. And they will be moving on to the second round Monday night.
10 yards from the spot.
And most likely be hosting the game.
That is correct.
Regina should be hosting the game as well then.
Depending on who they play, they should be, yes. If West Branch is victorious, it could be Regina and West Branch, either at Regina or possibly up at the Unidome.
Can we get them to schedule the games like an hour apart? We can do both games?
There you go. Maybe they'll both be up at the Unidome. We can do just a doubleheader.
You've got pull. Call Bernie and see.
I'll see what I can do. As DP Iman does take the knee, and that will be the final play of the game. Iowa City High avenging one of their 2 losses on the season, coming up here and winning 24-3. We'll take a 90-second timeout, a 90-second break, and be back right after this on AM 800 KXIC.
You want your family to be comfortable at home, being cool in the summer, staying warm
Too
in the
bad.
winter. Is
Stat it up, boy.
part of your comfort? While today's newer homes are more energy efficient, they're also built tighter, making indoor air quality even more important. Consider the Pure
Bucket
Air
OP.
purification system from the Dave Lennox signature collection of home comfort systems.
Just don't pull a valve not post game and it'll be okay.
They're better than any
John, this is going to be a really, really quick post game because Mark has to pee really bad. I mean, I have to pee really bad.